States, but still a very, very high-quality field here, which includes Fraser-Pryce and Ta Lou and Okagbare on the inside lane there. Mavari Al-Shamari from Kuwait, two-time national champion. She goes in 1. Cara Parker from USA, member of the 4x100 relay bronze winning team here in Doha 2 years ago in 2. There is Okagbare, 32 years old now, Olympic and world long jump silver. Got a great start in Gateshead last weekend in the pouring rain, but then faded to 5th in 11:57, but she'll be much more suited, I'm sure, to the warm conditions here. Marie-Josée Ta Lou also performed very well indeed, came ahead of Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, who's just to her right, to finish in 3rd last weekend, world bronze here 2 years ago in the 100 metres. Ta Lou then, all the experience goes in lane 4. There is Fraser-Pryce, 34 years old now, multiple Olympic and world champion, including the reigning world champion from here 2 years ago, aiming to become the first mother to win an Olympic title in Tokyo in 9 weeks' time. She goes in 5. Javianne Oliver, outstanding indoor season, won the World Indoor Tour, unbeaten inside. She was 6th in Gateshead last weekend. She goes in 6. Hannah Cunliffe in 7, former NCAA indoor champion, based in Florida. She goes in 7. And completing the lineup, Isla Del Ponte from Switzerland, the newly crowned European indoor champion, part of that excellent group based in Papendal with Laura Muley, the likes of Femke Bol and Nika Klaver. So Del Ponte in 8, Okagbare in 3, Ta Lou in 4, Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, whose biggest motivation, she said, this year is perhaps not retaining her Olympic title, but to go sub 10.7. That is a big deal, she says, for the rest of her career. So the lineup again: Al-Shamari in 1 from Kuwait, Parker, USA in 2, Okagbare, the Nigerian, the tall figure, goes in 3, Ta Lou, the diminutive Ivorian, in 4, Fraser-Pryce, there she is with the headband, in 5, Oliver, USA 6, Cunliffe, USA 7, Del Ponte, Switzerland, in lane 8. Women's 100 metres. Well, once again, Okagbare gets a good start, but Fraser-Pryce already into her running along with Ta Lou. Also going well is Oliver, but Fraser-Pryce coming away with it. Fraser-Pryce lights out into the line. Fraser-Pryce with a slight tailwind, 10.84, the winning time. Well, that's progress, and of course, a completely different race, totally different conditions. And having laboured to 11.57 last weekend in the driving rain in the northeast of England, well, you could say normal service resumed here. A season's best for Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce. 9 weeks to go until the Olympic Games in Tokyo, and I'm sure she'll say little steps, baby steps, stepping stones, preparation, and that will feel good. Okagbare coming in 2nd place and continuing her excellent start to the season. But victory there for the double Olympic champion.
Yeah, very impressive indeed. And I was actually had the chance to interview her in Gateshead about the season ahead, and we talked about the fact that she'd missed last year because Olympics. She had such a good 2019. What a good start here again tonight. And it's that platform of consistency which gave her that World Championship in 2019. 11 times. It was her best year ever for running under 11 seconds in 2019. 11 sub-11 second performances, and here we are early, as you said, Chris, still fairly early in the season. Gateshead wasn't the place to do it, but a scintillating run here from Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce. 34, mum, all of that sort of thing going on, but is still going to be right up there. Let no one have any doubt whatsoever. As good as Dina Asher-Smith was, as good as Sha'Carri Richardson is looking, Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, and of course, let's not forget Elaine Thompson. Okagbare is in the mix, but she keeps running like this, starting like this, consistency. She can pop that. She's talked about sub 10.7, and who knows? That's what it might need come Tokyo, because they're all running quick. I'm sure they're all running.
At the Doha Diamond League in 2021, Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce once again reminded the world why her name is etched in sprinting history, tearing through the women's 100 meters in 10.84 seconds. With the Tokyo Olympics looming just weeks away, her run served as a powerful declaration that she wasn't simply in the conversation. she was firmly staking her claim as the woman to beat for the Olympic crown. The hype before the race largely revolved around a possible clash with Sha'Carri Richardson, after their much-discussed meeting in Gateshead. But Richardson, hampered by cramping, pulled out at the last moment, leaving the spotlight solely on Fraser-Pryce. That didn't mean the field lacked bite. Marie-Josée Ta Lou, Blessing Okagbare, and Javianne Oliver all brought pedigree and ambition, eager to test themselves against Jamaica's most celebrated sprint queen. When the gun fired, Fraser-Pryce executed her trademark lightning launch, instantly breaking away. Ta Lou and Oliver tried to match her tempo, but the Jamaican's smooth razor-sharp technique carried her far beyond reach. Crossing the line in 10.84 with the help of a light tailwind, she showcased not only her dominance but also her transformation from the soggy, sluggish outing in Gateshead a week earlier, where she had trudged to 11.57 in dismal weather. Doha's warmth unleashed the fluid rhythm and explosive force that have long defined her racing craft. This victory wasn't just about the stopwatch, it was a reminder of her astonishing longevity. Back in 2019, she went under 11 seconds a staggering 11 times, ultimately reclaiming the world title. Now, at 34 and balancing the demands of motherhood, Fraser-Pryce was not merely clinging to relevance, she was reinventing what was possible. She openly spoke of her desire to dip under 10.70, a milestone she viewed as the ultimate jewel to crown the twilight years of her career. Still, Fraser-Pryce wasn't the only story. Blessing Okagbare impressed with her own strong second-place finish, her powerful stride and commanding form hinting that she would remain a dangerous threat as the season advanced. With Elaine Thompson-Herah sharpening her speed and Shericka Jackson emerging as another Jamaican contender, the stage for Tokyo was being set for one of the most anticipated women's 100-meter showdowns in modern history. Doha added yet another chapter to Fraser-Pryce's legendary journey. Her resurgence after maternity leave, coupled with her ability to dominate in her mid-30s, demolished long-standing assumptions about sprinting longevity. For fans and rivals alike, one truth was crystal clear. Whenever Fraser-Pryce lines up, history is in motion, and greatness is guaranteed. What made the Doha performance even more symbolic was the timing. With the Olympics drawing closer, every race doubled as both rehearsal and psychological warfare. Fraser-Pryce's ability to deliver under pressure signaled to her rivals that she wasn't simply clinging to past glory but actively redefining the present. For young athletes like Richardson, it was a clear reminder: to conquer the biggest stage, they would first have to topple a legend who refuses to fade.